Good afternoon YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a little bit of a bent foot peg because I dropped the bike. You might have seen that in a previous video. So I'm going to straighten that up, and then whilst I'm at it, I'm just going to show you how to adjust the shifting lever on the Royal Enfield Himalayan. And that's because a couple of my subscribers have actually asked me to show this. So this is a good opportunity to do that now. Stay tuned. So I bent this the other day on a mountain. I dropped it off-road. Must have landed in a rock. Now if you look at the foot peg in a Himalayan, they're spring loaded. They're designed to bend, but this one's bent up slightly and forward. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull the rubber off, straighten that up. There's different ways to do it. We'll talk about that. I'll straighten that up. Then I'm going to talk about how to adjust the foot peg up and down. So to get this off, folks, it doesn't just come off, yeah. There's a little 10mm bolt, screws up underneath. Comes off really super simple, yeah, but don't just try and rip it off because you'll end up busting the rubber probably. Right folks, I've had a good look at this. What I'm going to do is, rather than just straighten this out here, I'm going to take it home and I'm going to take this off because I want to get a real good look at it. I found a little hairline fracture through here, you know, so there's a possibility that the foot peg is too far gone. Now I could kick it out, I can kick it straight and all that, but I want to be a little bit more gentle with it to see if I can save it. But if I can't, I'll just replace it. They're only a few quid, they're not expensive. But if I start hitting that with a mallet or a hammer or whatever, I think I might end up doing it more damage. It may not look like it, but it's a wee bit more damage than it appears. You see, this is folded up here. It's folded out round here. Underneath, the metal's folded in 2 or 3 different places. So that's going to need to be prized out a little bit with pliers and stuff. It's not a big job, obviously. It's really super simple. But if I need to replace it, I'll replace it. But I'm going to leave it at the moment. So whilst we're here, let's talk about adjusting the foot peg. And by adjusting it, I mean either adjusting it down or adjusting it up. It's a really simple job. The reason you might do this is because perhaps your boots are quite big like mine, you know. So you can adjust the lever up slightly so that, you know, your foot can work underneath there a little bit more easily. Maybe you get smaller feet, you want to adjust it in the opposite direction. Now to do this, you're going to need your 10mm spanner. Now if you look at this, there's a little rod here. You see this? And you've got a locking nut here, not a locking nut, but you've got a little nut here that locks it. And there's one at this side that locks it as well. So to adjust this, it's really straightforward. You want to loosen this one off, you want to loosen this one off, and then you're going to adjust the rod in whichever direction you want it to go in. Yeah, so if you adjust it in one direction, it's going to move the foot peg down. If you adjust it in the other direction, it's going to move the foot peg up. So let's just show us that. If you look at this, there's a fair amount of movement in that. That's because there's a little ball joint in there, yeah? Because this obviously needs to move when you're switching gears. So you need to be quite gentle with it. Anyway, first thing I'm going to do is just loosen off this little bolt here. The best way to do this, folks, is just hold the rod in place. Yeah? Use a shifting spanner or whatever. And then all you're going to do is you're just going to loosen that off. Your little 10mm. It's really straightforward. Same again with this one. But this one will go in the opposite direction. Watch the foot peg itself here. You should be able to see it move. Now, if I roll this way, you'll see the foot peg going down. You see that? If I roll it in this direction, you'll see the foot peg is starting to move up. Yeah. If you've got your big boots, yeah, and you're struggling to get that under there, then you want to be rotating this to the left. Yeah. What that'll do is that brings the lever up, which means you get your foot underneath that peg a little bit easier. So you can see the thread is darker than lighter, yeah. So to get this back to where I want it, I'm just going to roll it forward to about there, yeah. And then I know that's where I started. So when you're adjusting this back and forward, guys, my advice is don't go too far with it, yeah. If you have to change the lever, yeah, you can get ones that come up. If you've got really big feet or whatever, you get these aftermarket ones that come up and they give you more space underneath. The reason I'm saying that, you don't want to put too much strain on either end of this little rod. If you adjust it too far in one direction, just like the band, but if you adjust it too far in one direction, you don't want that hanging on the end of the thread basically. So pity about the foot peg, but guys, I don't want to damage it even more than it is, yeah. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get it home, I'm going to take that off. It's just a little pin, pull it out, and I'll have a real good look at it. If it's too far gone, it's too far gone. Yeah, it could be welded, I suppose, but I should be able to straighten it out with a set of pliers and stuff on the bench. That's it for this one, folks. I really hope you liked it. If you did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe down below, maybe even smash that notification bell so you know the next time I upload a video to YouTube. If you're interested in another install or a vlog, have a look at one of these here. I'll see you in the next one.